Wow, what an amazing morning, isn't it?
It's really nice.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, we're at the top of Sotogrande here, right at the top. Wonderful views from here, as you can see. I mean, look at that. But where is Sotogrande? Sotogrande is on the western end of the Costa del Sol. It's about half an hour from Marbella and 20 minutes from Gibraltar. And it's unique, it's very special. It's nature, it's sport, it's wonderful houses, it's nice people, it's under the radar wealth. It's got this special feel about it. And this house we're in is really kind of an example of what Sotogrande is developed into, which is a combination of the most beautiful houses and some amazing apartments down by the water. The house we're in now is called Panorama, for obvious reasons. It was designed and built by a company called ARC, who have done a lot of super houses here with different developers. And they've really set a new benchmark in standards and so on, which others are following. But this is a beautiful house and amazing views.
I mean, it really does feel like you're on top of the world here, doesn't it? You can see the whole view of the sea, which is incredible. You can see pretty much all of the facilities in Sotogrande as well, to be honest, from the golf course. You can see many of the beautiful houses as well. You can even see Gibraltar, and in a clear day like this, you can even see Morocco in the background.
Okay, I'll take you on a tour.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Here we are at Sotogrande's fantastic marina, the largest residential marina in Spain, and certainly the prettiest. Waterways threading through gaily painted apartments and boats and yachts of all sizes. The marina has a life of its own, with shops, bars and restaurants. Quay is iconic and one of Sotogrande's best and most important meeting places. Then there is the Mercado de Levante, which is a pedestrian area with its own underground car park. You'll find more shops and restaurants here, and every Sunday throughout the year, and even on Wednesdays and Thursdays, there is a wonderful market where you can find the most amazing things. Fresco is one of my favorite restaurants there. Here you can enjoy not only very good food, but sporting events on television year-round. Soon the newly refurbished MIM Hotel will be open, and I'm sure that will be fantastic and a wonderful addition to Sotogrande. Coming over the bridge, we reach Paseo del Parque, this palm-lined avenue, which reminds a lot of people of San Diego in California. I'd much rather be here. Now we are approaching the sea, down this beautiful tree-lined avenue. I'm reminded of when I first came here more than 40 years ago, off a narrow coast road and onto this amazing wide avenue. What a contrast it was. Here, Sotogrande's first houses were built in true Andalusian style. And this was really the beginning of what was to become this extraordinary residential paradise. La Reserva is Sotogrande's newest residential area. Gosh, it seems like yesterday it was just wild countryside. Here in La Reserva, you'll find 3 private gated communities, El Mirador, and then the 15 and the 7. The 7 has plots of 10,000 square meters. Imagine what kind of mansions are being built on there with the most amazing views. The International School is one of the best in Spain, with pupils able to go there from 6 months until 18 years old. It has boarders from many, many different countries. Thus, lifelong friendships are established from all over the world. A really great school. Sotogrande moved north of the coast road in the mid-70s And then a little later on, as we got into the 80s, it moved further up where you could find fantastic views, and it's now firmly established. Sotogrande Alto has a wonderful variety of homes, some smaller plots, some bigger ones, but great architecture everywhere. Here you will find the luxurious So Sotogrande, a great hotel with excellent restaurants and a magnificent spa. The original little white village of Guadiaro grew into Pueblo Nuevo de Guadiaro and became Sotogrande's satellite town. You can find absolutely everything you need here, from DIY stores to dry cleaners, supermarkets and flower shops, you name it. James Stewart, in association with Savills, has been situated here for the last 25 years, and we have noticed it becoming a bustling hive of activity. Torre Guadiaro, Sotogrande's coastal village, sits behind its longest beach, where you find the excellent Chambao and Baie Limon beach restaurants. Torre Guadiaro itself has numerous tapas bars, and here you'll find a super atmosphere all year round. Plenty of fun to be had here. Wow, what a wonderful place. Hotel Patricia's bang all the bay of Torre Guadiaro. Fantastic.
How did today go?
Yeah, very well. We showed just about everything you could do. Sotogrande, coastline, Metaselva,
Yeah?
some of the sports things there. We had a really good.
Did you mention anything about the parties or the nightlife?
No, should I have?
Yes. All right, leave it out to me. Here in Sotogrande, you have a big variety of clubs that you can go at night. You can either go to the beach and find a variety of beach clubs. You could also go into a club in the middle of a polo field, or you can even go to a fancier vibe here in Agora, where you can find events every day of the week. If you want to get active after a night out here in Sotogrande, one of the many sports you can do is play tennis or paddle tennis, which is the fastest growing sport in Europe. Here we can see La Reserva Tennis Club, which is just one of the many tennis clubs that you can find in the area, such as the Octogono Tennis Club and Sotogrande Racket Center. It's a great activity for kids, both in the weekend and during the week, and also a good sport for adults to play. So apart from all the racket sport facilities, here in Sotogrande you can also do all the water sports you want. You can either go to La Reserva Beach in Sotogrande, where they have a lagoon where you can do any water sport that you can imagine. You could also go to this beautiful beach down here, just situated just at the left of La Marina in Sotogrande, called Torre Guadiaro Beach, situated in the Costa del Sol. Here you can find two really nice beach clubs as well, Chambao and Baie Limon, where you can go in for a meal, for dinner, have a drink, relax in one of the sunbeds, or even party. I mean, you can just see for yourselves.
I'm talking to you from the terrace at Valderrama, overlooking the putting green. Valderrama is the #1 course in Europe and has been the #1 course in Spain for many years. But we must remember that it's not only Valderrama and Sotogrande. There's Royal Sotogrande down by the sea and La Reserva. And all three are in the top 10 in Spain, so we're extremely lucky. But also, there's a local course called La Cañada, which has probably got one of the best teaching setups for children in probably, well, the whole of Europe and maybe even the world. It is absolutely fantastic. And then there's Almenara, which is around the So Sotogrande, which is also a good course. So we're blessed with the golf, and particularly blessed here with Valderrama, which has had so many great tournaments, including the Ryder Cup in 1997. But of course, it's not the only sport in Sotogrande. We've many others, but perhaps Sotogrande is most famous for its polo, which started right at the beginning in the early 60s when Sotogrande was founded. And the first polo field built was down by the sea, where the Trocadero is now. Then further polo fields were built, and we've got the main one now in Santa Maria Polo Club, which is behind the marina, which is absolutely fabulous, great for spectators, and great in the summer when the world of polo decamps to Sotogrande. So it becomes the most really important place in the world for polo during that month. We're very lucky to have these two sports, and they both emphasize the fantastic facilities we have in both these sports in Sotogrande. We're very, very lucky. Wow, what a couple of days. Fantastic. I think we've shown you everything about Sotogrande, but there are a few other important things about this hidden gem, perhaps less and less of a hidden gem these days, is that living here is so cool. Everything is so close by. I go to the office, it takes me 10 minutes. I go to the beach, it takes 10 minutes. I go to the golf, it takes 10 minutes. There are 45 restaurants here. There are gyms, there's every sporting facility you can imagine. Yeah, I want to play paddle, I want to play tennis. It is just so easy, and that's one of the great things about Sotogrande, is the ease of living.
It's also a really nice place for the younger generation. Not just the party side, there's a few places where you can go to hang out with friends, to go out clubbing, have a dance, have a drink. Also the beaches, they're lovely. You can just hang out with friends and family anytime you want. It's great.
Yeah, that's right. Chambao and all that area is super, isn't it, in the evenings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. In the day and in the evening as well.
Yeah. Well, I think that just about wraps it up. I hope you've enjoyed the tour of this wonderful place, which has been my home for so many years. And we look forward to welcoming you here. If you really want to find out about it, you've got to visit it. So please get in touch, and we will really look after you.